First of all, I've been hearing a lot about your school, and we have been seeing the performance in various fields, not just in the academics. So I want to take this opportunity to congratulate the principal and the entire school for doing so well in every sphere, and I wish you all the best in the future. So one very important thing is that, this is called living up to the brand. Right. So when you tell somebody that you're from St. Mary's, you're from this, you feel proud. And, that feeling is really empowering. For example, when we study in college, for example, engineering, so we think immediately of IITs. So, that's something, a brand which has, which has its own image. So once I was fortunate to get selected and I studied in IIT Kharagpur. And it helps, although now engineering has nothing to do with what I do, but still that brand is very useful when you have to convey something. So if somebody is from IIT, you will, you can assume, that, okay, this person has technical skills or, is good at maths, science, maybe. So that brand stays forever. So it's very important that we maintain and live up to the brand. So you are very fortunate to be part of this school. Be proud and make the school proud. Now, this program, SPARK, basically we have been doing a lot of life skills, communication skills, etc., etc. And I always tell all the students, I take a lot of career counseling sessions. So 3 C's are very important. And we have modeled this program around that. Of course, we have changed the acronym. So the first is communication. If you cannot communicate, you may be very knowledgeable, very smart, intelligent, but if you cannot communicate, the other person will not know that. So that's the first thing. When you work in team, you have to communicate. When you have to delegate something, you have to communicate. Everything is communication. When you're working in team, you just did some group activity. It's all about communication. When you'll grow up and work, you have to communicate with different kinds of people and you have to do it in different ways, right? So the most important for me is communication. If you have communication skills, you can succeed anywhere. So that's the first C. The second is confidence. If you have confidence, half of the journey is done. If you are confident, you'll become whatever you want to become. You are halfway there. So the second half is just perseverance, hard work, etc., etc. Right? So confidence is very important. And if you're not confident, then whatever you do, it will not work. So, you have to grow that confidence. And how do we do that? By doing that, whatever you are fearing. So today many of you had perhaps stage anxiety, fear and all, and you came here and performed and you spoke very well. So that will give you confidence. So whatever you fear, you have to do that to get confident, right? And the third is competence. So in this word, now you need to have a skill, right? You need to be competent in something, and it is different for everyone. Some may in arts, in science, it's in sports, anything. So you have to have a skill. And that's what I tell in my career counseling sessions. The best way is to convert your passion into profession, right? So, but you need to be competent in that. That's how you will be selected. That's how you will grow. So if you cannot remember anything from my speech, just remember these 3 C's. These will lead you to the success you desire. Communication, confidence, and competence. Of course, we have rephrased it here in this program. Articulation is all about expressing. Resilience, it's a difficult word. There's a lot of competition. You see how many graduates are now coming out of Meghalaya and the amount of job which are there. Like, there is total, I guess, if 20,000-30,000 people are graduating, the jobs are maybe 500, right? So we need, there is a lot of competition. So you need to be resilient. Not just professionally, but in personal life as well. And one of the very important thing we felt is that, of course, education is empowering you, making you aware. But at the end of education, if good citizens are not coming out of the system, of the education system, then we are failing as a system, right? So we want good, responsible citizens who have compassion towards the community, towards each other. And that is the way to make the world better. So kindness, we felt, was very, very important to be added. And I feel it's one of the most important aspects of this program is to instill kindness. So I hope this kindness will not stay within this program and you will take that as a virtue and you will, become kind and help people when you enter the world of your professional life. One more thing I want to, because you all are, in school right now, start thinking about your career, what you want to do. And it's a challenge. It's a very difficult thing to find out what you really want to do. So from here, you'll go to college, and from there, you'll choose some profession. And for the next 50 years, approx, everyone will be engaged in that profession, right? So if you're doing something which you do not like, then life, it's very difficult to be happy. And as one of the speakers said, is most important thing is to be happy in life, enjoy every moment. But if you're doing something which you don't, then it becomes very, very difficult. So that is why that thought process should start right now. Just start thinking, like, what is the thing which you love doing? Can I make a career out of it? How to make a career out of it. So you'll get all those ideas, but you have to start now. Start thinking. Start discussing with your peers, with your parents, with those people you see around, and then make your path towards that goal. There is a rocket in the, when you see the spark, we have made this rocket, and it signifies because, rocket goes up, up, up. So when a rocket is launched, the direction is very, very important. And even if there is a, some tilt of 0.0001 degree also, then it will not reach, the satellite will not reach the orbit, right? So right direction is very, very important. And for that, you have to start thinking right now. So that's something I want to suggest. Then apart from your studies, sports, games, co-curricular activities are also very, very important. If you are not feeling well, I need not explain it. When we are not feeling well, nothing is good, right? Even if whatever we enjoy, it doesn't feel good. So the first thing is you have to be fit, right? Do something. Any sport you pick up of your choice, 30 minutes, 1 hour every day, practice that. That will keep you fit. If not anything, just walk. Few things I want to say to dear students. It's important to give back to the community. So when you achieve your ambitions, and this also one of the speakers highlighted that this wealth, money, and all this, maybe it looks fancy right now to you, but when we reach that stage, right? So learn from others' experience when they say this, that these things become irrelevant after some time. So when you are, you have been earning for a couple of years, so you have, saved enough, you're getting the bread every day. So it does not give you satisfaction. What gives you satisfaction? And I have worked in private sector for a couple of years. I have worked in the army, armed forces. I have also, as a teacher also, I've worked briefly. And then now I'm in government service. So I've seen all facets. So what gives the maximum satisfaction is that when you are able to help someone, or when you are able to create some kind of positive change in somebody's life. At the end of the day, when you see somebody is smiling because of you, that is the greatest joy in the world. And we should all try to achieve that. So giving back to the community in whatever way, like in whatever profession. I'm not saying everyone joins civil services, but in any capacity you can do that. You can do that as a teacher, you can do that as a doctor, you can do that as a sports person, anything. Just help people. So it's very important. Somebody mentioned about drugs. Now it is becoming a big challenge in our state. Stay away from all these things. These are something, when you are young, you're full of energy. The world, you have to make your career, you have to make your life. So that is the prime, right? The teenage, the 20s. These are the years when you have to, make your life, which is ahead of you. So stay away from all these things. Engage in positive things. One example I want to give you that if you associate yourself with any sport, it will immensely help you to stay happy, stay fit, and it'll, you'll automatically, you will stay away from all these things. You must have observed that, when you see a sports athlete, they're always, full of energy. They're always smiling. They always have that, enthusiasm. So in a way that keeps you away from all the other things. So that's why it's important to be engaged with some kind of sports. One more thing I want to say is that the power of I don't know. So whenever you don't know anything, you should accept that. Say that out loud. I don't know. When we say I don't know, that ends our denial. Otherwise, we are living in denial. We don't want to make effort. So when we accept that I don't know something, I'll make effort to know that thing, right? I'll do something about it. So this is amazing. This may not, be very easy to understand, but when you do it, you'll understand how effective this is. We talked about STEMs. So we have a science stream in this school. So the principal is here. So there is a great power in STEMs. So we have been experimenting in a couple of schools. We have set up STEMs lab. So in a STEM lab, basically there are equipments which are given to the children. They can come learn and they can create things. So it's a very powerful thing. Recently we did one in somewhere in Monga, the multipurpose school, and the children are there's amazing results coming. So if possible, and I will also try from my side, if we can have a STEM lab in the school, it will really help, improve their curiosity. So that's very important, especially in a science stream. So I hope your school will have a STEM lab soon. And the last point I want to mention is that you have to, make it like, attitude. Whatever you have learned, continue to grow in that. Of course, this is a 10-day thing. And after that, this course, you'll go back to your classes. But you have to remind yourself every day, and you have to polish your skills once again, like communication, confidence, and competence. You have to polish, and you have to keep participating. The best way I found is that whenever there's a competition, just participate. Each one of you should participate, irrespective of whatever your interest is. Just participate in everything, all kind of things. It can be debate, it can be extempore, it can be sports. By doing that, we figure out what we are good at, and it gives us confidence. That's the only way to know what you are good at, by participating in everything. Like, it may be a cooking competition, do that. But, participate in everything. School is the time to experiment and learn and to know yourself. And if we delay it, then we end up doing something which we don't want. So that's something, which will hurt you later. So with that, I have another meeting, so I'll have to push. But it is wonderful, and I'm really happy. I want to, appreciate the Avenue team also here. They have done a wonderful job. When we thought of this program, this was exactly what I wanted, that, those who are not able to speak at the end of the program, they should get confidence and they should be able to express themselves. And you all have done it wonderfully. So I'm very happy. So congratulations to the Avenue teams, and congratulations to the entire school. I wish you all the best. Each one of you, I wish that you discover, you find out your passion, and you convert it into a profession, and you become a responsible citizen and help us take Meghalaya forward. Thank you. Felicitation.